Good morning YouTube, welcome back to the Valkyrie Biker. It's another glorious day in April and I'm just taking the bike out for a bit of a spin. I had a bit of a problem this morning. Nightshade didn't want to wake up. So what happened this morning is I wanted to take out, just go out for a little ride, and I've ridden her a few days ago, as you may remember, to take my little course with Steve at Ride On, and I had no issues there starting up. This morning, poor Nightshade, she wasn't feeling the best of spirits. For some reason I just couldn't get her started. Now obviously one of the main checks that I've got to do in the morning after I did my tyres and everything else and liquids is that she can start up and the ignition works. I thought maybe this is a potential problem for my starter motor. So what I've done so far is I did the usual thing where you pick up the kickstand, because that turns off the engine on a Keeyway Superlight. This model has a cut-off switch, emergency cut-off switch for that. And so I basically thought, oh, maybe I'd just done a Freya thing and left it back on the stand. No, didn't want to work. Then of course it's the kill switch. Did I have that engaged? I did, but I didn't when I first started it. But I thought, switch it on, switch it off again. So what the main problem was that my neutral was in. I could see the green light of neutral. The light did turn on, the engine management light down here. However, it didn't have the power-up sound that it usually has, and I think that's a starter motor issue. I don't know. So yeah, guys, if you've had this problem before, yeah, give me a shout. Tell me, do you think it's this power issue? So I put it in and out of neutral. It took me about half an hour. Well, no, maybe not. 15 minutes, I'd say. And I thought, oh no, I'm not going to get my ride. But then she burst into life with the sound of the motor starting up, the electric starting up. Thought, great, okay, started her up, no problem at that point. And what I decided to do then is just run her for a few minutes and then switch her off again and then see what happens. I switched her back on again and she burst into life again with no problems at all. So it could be a starter motor, it could be a Freya thing, but generally she starts up even on cold, and it's not a particularly cold day today. It's I would say it's probably about 9 degrees outside. It's lovely and sunny, so we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that I'm going to start up again after I stopped her today, but we'll see. Yeah, out in the country you've got lots of different dangers. You've got the same sort of dangers as in a city and a town, of course, like oil spills and debris on the road and glass and all that sort of thing. In the country you've got crazy animals, human and animal alike, trying to run out in front of you. But not only that, you've got things like tractors, slow moving vehicles. The debris can be lots of potholes. Wrong gear there, should have gone second. Yeah, it's when you're out in the country, you've got to make sure that you have a fully charged phone or some sort of device that you can contact help with, because sometimes you end up being at a place that hasn't got a house, hasn't got help. So always become prepared. The other thing I always take on my bike, no matter what journey I do, if it's short or long, I take a well-stocked first aid kit. Really important. You never know when you need it for yourself or for another person, whether it be biker, rider, pedestrian, animal, whatever. I always take that. And please make sure that if you do take one, it's up to date and in date. Reason being is, if you put an old dressing on a wound, potentially you can give them an infection, or it won't do the job it's supposed to do. I'm going to do a big shout out to my friend Kayleigh. It's her birthday today. and the poor little girl has got chicken pox. So I'm so sorry to... I'm not laughing really, I'm so sorry that she's got chicken pox on a special day. But this is why this ride is important, because I want to make sure that she gets her present, even though she's feeling a bit down the dumps. So yeah, happy birthday, Kayleigh. Yeah, guys, thanks for the comments about the new way I'm doing my blogs now. I've not done it that often, as you know. I've not been a YouTuber that long when it comes to motovlogging. And I'm just trying to find my way, my sort of voice. And yeah, your comments are really important for me, because I'm learning every day. I'm learning how to edit, I'm learning how to, you know, make the content a bit more structured and a bit more fun for you guys to listen to this droning voice of this mad girl on the bike. So yeah, if you've got any advice on how to do this, or if I'm doing something wrong, or you think, you know what, Frey, that's really boring, please just let me know in a nice way, but let me know, and I'll take that in mind and make a change here and there. So you know, the changes I make, if I can do them and I can do them well, they're thanks to you guys. All right. Right, I'm just going to deliver my present, and I shall be with you in a few shakes of a cat's tail. Right, back on Nightshade again. She started first time this time, which is great. So yeah, it could be just that she was cold, or it might be a starter motor issue. We'll soon find out anyway. I'm just going to head back to Hensbury Head car park again to see if I can practice any manoeuvres. Right, hello guys. We are at Hensbury Head. Just noticed some bits and pieces on the floor here. I want to show you something which it's taken me this long to learn. It's how to put your bike onto its centre stand. So on the Keeyway, you've got a centre stand just here. Okay, there's your side stand, but the centre one helps you change your tyres and gives you the opportunity to do your pumping up your tyre and all that without having to have any pressure on the tyres on the floor. But how to get it onto the centre stand, let's have a see if we can try it today. I'm going to move the bike up, holding onto the handlebars, making it straight. Okay, now this here is your centre stand. Okay, you can leave the side stand here just in case things go awry. I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave it there for the minute. You put your foot down. Now on the centre stand you've got two prongs. Okay, and what the idea is, you want to put the prongs together on the floor. Okay, if you go on the left, it's going to wobble. So look, it's wobbling at the moment. I move it forward a bit more. That now is on its centre stand. Okay, my foot's on there. Okay, because the two prongs are holding it up. If I move it slightly to my left, sorry, it's off its prongs. My problem before was that when I did originally, I didn't figure out they had these two prongs on the floor. So that's your base. So you keep it down, and you can basically hold it like that without anything hands. Now, on this particular model of the Keeyway, under my seat flap, as it were, you can see there's a the foot pedal for the pillion. Okay, I'm generally I keep that flat. I generally put my hand underneath here and hold on to that. That's what I'm going to use to help lift. However, I'm not lifting too much. I'm using my leg to push down straight onto that centre stand, keeping my hand on the handlebar, keeping it steady. I'm not even going to pull on here. This is just for stability only, to keeping it straight. It's the pushing down my weight straight down and then holding onto this grab and lifting it up with the bike. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so I'm going to take my foot onto the pedal, onto the centre stand. have a really good grip underneath, hand on the handlebar, and push down and then to the right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, push down. Look at that. See? So now the 2 prongs on the floor, nice and stable, and that's sorted.